Hey cutie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. I am just here briefly for the next couple weeks on Fridays. We're going to be doing some depotting, rearranging my single shadows. I'm really excited about it. So if you want to see some depotting, some destruction, some decluttering, I hope you subscribe to the channel before moving on so you can be a cutie too. That way you know whenever I post those videos. I also am splitting this into 3 different parts. The first part, what you're seeing right now, is going to be my depotting and lightly decluttering my indie palettes. I'm really excited about this, very nervous. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. I'm excited to share this and finally have this stuff all organized. And then next month we can start playing those eyeshadows and building palettes again. I'm excited. So this is what my singles currently look like. And before I do any depotting and rearranging, I'm actually going to put away the shades that are in my BYOP for the month of December. I had so much fun playing with those shades. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. So these are the shades I was working on throughout December. I had so much fun with these and I'm excited to put these back in my collection, give myself free reign to kind of just shop my stash. So I'm going to just put these back away in their appropriate palettes, and then I actually have a stack of palettes. Do you guys want to see the palettes? A little spoiler for what's to come. I have a lot of ground to cover. So buckle up, grab a snack, grab a coffee, tea, wine, whatever time of day it is, you do you. If you want to see me depot so many things. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, let me put my singles away. While I'm putting these away, I'm just going to talk about why I'm going to declutter my shades. So I want to get more use out of my collection and understand my collection more. I've been just over the past couple weeks been really using whatever I want, and really specifically I've been testing out more of my shades that historically have caused me eye irritation in the past, and I have found some shades that I've had to just get rid of. So I just want to understand my collection a little bit more and be able to get rid of shades that don't serve me. And that's okay. It's okay if things cause you a literal allergic reaction. It's okay to declutter it. You don't have to not get rid of things for the sake of not getting rid of things, even though you're never going to reach for them. Also, what you see here, this is a little just plastic container, a Sterilite container. So I am going to save reusable packaging here, just if you're curious. Also, I'm currently cleaning my wedding ring. I feel so naked without it. I am, though, going to shift everything up because my idea is to keep round pans in one palette and square pans or rectangular pans, anything more square shaped, rectangular shaped is going to continue to live in this, and anything circular is going to live in here. I have a lot of room in these palettes now through my declutters throughout the years, so I am not concerned about not having space. I have plenty of space, and then this palette's already squished away. So, all right, I'm going to do my square palettes that I can depot easily first. So that's going to be, maybe I should do my Cliona first. And then these, and then this will be my last one. The nice thing about this Cliona palette, though, is even though there is the plastic packaging, as it is, or acrylic or whatever this is, they are all magnetic and you can depot them very easily with a magnet. So whatever magnet you have will work. I have a telescopic little magnet, and this works really well for me And I am going to put mine on the very bottom. It's a little cheat to get that in. I moved a purple up, but I needed to get that all in a row-ish. And then because I'm going to fill, you can't see it now, I'm going to fill this space in, that's my hope, to fill this space here with these Menagerie shades. Man, doesn't that look so pretty? Ugh. Okay, one thing, I am not keeping this shade. I'm going to just declutter this, and the reason being isn't because this isn't a nice shade, but it's actually, there is an imperfection in the pan. So this has like a sharp lip on it, and I don't like matte shades like this color, although it is one of my favorite kinds of colors. I don't like and use matte shades in this color all too often. So I am just going to declutter this. This shade broke at one point, but I love this. This is Canis Lupus. I love this shade. That's nice. My last few palettes that I have, I actually don't think I'm going to depot the Plain Jane palette. I love this palette. I don't really think that this needs to be depotted and rearranged. I don't mind all shimmer palettes. For some reason, they make sense to me, and it doesn't really bother me if it's all shimmer. And it's not like I dislike any of these shades enough. Like even the ones that intimidate me a little bit more, like I've learned to enjoy them through various projects. But these two I am going to depot, and there is a couple shades I know there's one shade I'm okay with not keeping. There might be more though. So we'll start with Ninhydrin first. Oh yeah, actually there's more. So, wrong direction, Lo. Adept has a beautiful formula. I'm not gonna talk until we get to the things I might want to declutter. Oh no, they're already labeled. All right, these shades I'm not sure about, and same with this one. Okay. I'm going to depot and keep, I think, just this one. These two shades don't really do much for me. This one here is too dark, and this one has too deep of a base. It's a very like red purple kind of base. If you love blue brown shades, I think ACI 24 is really pretty. I think I'm talking myself into this shade right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to depot it. It's going to live in here, but it's going to have like a chopping block. Like I need to use it a certain amount of times, but I am not going to even bother with ACI 21. I'm just not interested in it. It's too deep. I don't reach for shades like that. Oh, I did say I was going to keep that, didn't I? No, actually, I don't think I am going to keep that. I think I'm just not going to pass or not going to keep these two. I've kind of talked myself in and out of this shade multiple times now, like looking at the base of it. It's so sparkly and pretty and so stunning. All right, and then the Heather Austin palette is up next. And this formula was like hit or miss for me. I didn't like it until it kind of dried out a little bit. And now I like it a lot more, but it has more of those like super wet kind of formula. So if you are not into that, you're probably not going to like this, but they've dried out since, and they act a little bit more like super intense shimmers rather than that like wet kind of formula. I don't know how to explain it.
And if you were thinking the elephant in the room is she going to declutter this or keep it? I am not keeping this. This is so pretty, but I don't reach for shades that are that dark and shimmers. It's just not for me. Like even like some of these other ones, like this one or 0603 that I didn't swatch, but we'll add it. Like that's about as deep as I go on my lid, and even that is typically something that I only reach or like only put strategically places. So I'm not going to keep scrubs with me. I have a coworker that I think is actually going to really like all of these purpley shades. They are right up her alley, and I think that she would love testing some indie brands. So I'm going to bring all of those in for her. All right, well, that is actually so good. Look at that. I have no more palettes and basically no more space in this assortment of shades. How exciting is this? I can't wait to rearrange this and just start diving into this even more. All right, this is where things might get a little tricky because I don't actually have, I'm going to just move this down. I don't really care anymore. I don't have that much space in this palette. And I definitely think I want to pull a lot more than will fit. Not in this video, but when we rearrange things, I think I'm going to declutter some stuff. There's already things in here that I'm like, I know it's not bringing me joy. The nice thing is some of these palettes, I don't want to keep all of the shades in. Most of them, yes, but some I don't want to keep all the shades. I'm going to start with this because this has a shade I don't want to keep in it. And it's not because I don't like the shade. I actually really like it. I'm allergic to it. It caused some eye irritation yesterday on me. So Intellect is no longer going to be part of this collection, which I'm really bummed. I thought that these two shades were going to replace some Juvia's Place shades that have been decluttered in my collection a while ago. So I'm going to just start depotting. The new Fantasy Cosmetica shades and palettes are all magnetic too, so it makes this so much easier. And I'm going to just put these wherever there's space right now. I wore this shade in my eye bank update. I flippin' loved it. Oh my gosh, this was so pretty. All right, so that's all I'm keeping out of this palette. Maybe we'll just keep with purples and go with Rogue next, this guy here. I don't think I'm going to keep these two shades. I never reach for this unless I'm making myself reach for it in No Pan Left Behind. And I have a black that I'm actually going to be depotting out of this. That's my favorite black in my collection. So I'd rather just expend the focus in my absolute favorite black eyeshadow than this one. Then the Warlock palette, same thing. I'm not pulling this gray out. And actually, let's see. I also don't think I'm going to keep this. It's pretty. Again, I don't reach for shades like that. Man, I'm being a lot better about this than I thought I was going to be, like letting stuff go during this. And I'm hoping that I make some serious changes during my rearrange and maybe declutter some more than I feel like I'm able to part with right now. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna take it. It's dark. I'm never gonna reach for it. Man, I am like shocking myself right now. This is what we're looking at right now. I have these three Kaleidos palettes. There's no way I will be fitting those in here. And because I know I actually have these to depot still, I'm going to just call it a good place with this until we revisit this when we rearrange and declutter a bit. We're going to start with the easy stuff first, and that's going to be these Kaleidos palettes. So I love these so much. I love the formula. Kaleidos is one of my favorite matte formulas in eyeshadows. I never, ever, ever want to reach for these, and it's because They are in these weird shaped palettes. They're super convenient for travel, don't get me wrong, but in practicality of like using my eyeshadows and wanting to reach for these, I never want to. So what good is it doing if I never actually reach for these? FYI, the packaging's a bit squishy, so you can squish it down and just kind of peel it up. And this is my favorite black eyeshadow in my collection. It is so pigmented. I have an eyeshadow, like I have a pan in it clearly. It was in a project in my deck of panning. It took forever to hit pan in. It is just such a good black eyeshadow, and I want to leave this one in my collection. I put a lot of hard work into that. The next one is going to be the Kaleidos Futurism 4 VR Neon. She's exciting. She's bright and exciting, but man, again, I don't reach for this because I don't reach for neons too often. I have some similar shades. Maybe I'll have to do like a dupe series where I use similar shades in my collection. Okay, well that is, I love that. This is your friendly reminder to be very careful when you are dealing with blades. Do not store them in a safe, secure location away from children. Today, I will be using a sharp X-Acto knife to assist me in this journey, and we are going to close out my blades thing. We'll just start with the Pickle palette, because why not, I guess. What I'm going to do first is just see if I can... Oh. Super easy to just tear that off. Okay. I was not expecting that. And this is where it gets a little less easy, because you got to peel layers off. Because I want to at least try to save this top portion as much as I can. So I'm going to just make these cuts like this to hopefully get my ripping to stop right there. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to grab a makeup spatula. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is set that to the side. This one hurts me, but I don't reach for this ever. I don't mind an all matte palette, but an all matte palette in these shades, maybe I'm not ready. Okay, I'm not ready to do this one yet. It's just so cute. Like, part of the reason I keep it is the aesthetic of the packaging. I think if I depot this, I don't think I will actually reach for these. So I'm going to keep this. These I do think I'll reach for. I have my label maker. All right, and it's going to take a minute for this. I'm going to just clean this off camera because it's just like a lot of pulling glue. I'm going to be back in a jiff. So the glue on the back of these is like kind of like rubber cement. So I don't actually have to heat any of this up. So I'm just going to speed through while I do this. All right, that's it. It's decluttered, depotted. I'm really honestly hoping I reach for these more. This type of shade is one of my absolute favorite kinds of shades anymore. It's one of the ones that kind of set it off for me. I love it. So I'm excited to actually have it in like a single form, as well as, I mean, we have a very similar one by Kaleidos right next to it. Like very, very similar, but I really like these and I can't wait to get more use out of these. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.